Hello everyone, and welcome to another English speaking practice video. In this lesson, we are going to improve your English using a very effective learning method called the shadowing technique. Shadowing is a simple but powerful way to practice English speaking. So what is shadowing? Shadowing means you listen carefully to someone speaking English, and then you repeat the sentence immediately after them. Try to copy the pronunciation, the speed, and the emotion of the speaker. When you practice this method regularly, it helps you speak more clearly, understand English faster, and build confidence when talking. Today, we will practice with a story. This story is told by a girl, and she is also the main character. Listening to stories is a great way to learn natural English. The title of today's story is A Strange Day at the Airport. Listen carefully and imagine the situation while you hear the story. Later, you can watch the video again and repeat each sentence using the shadowing technique. Now, let's begin. My name is Lily. I am 23 years old. I live in a small town with my mother and my younger brother. I work in a small bookstore in the center of town. I enjoy my job because I really love books. Most days in my life are quiet and normal, but one day something unexpected happened, something very unusual. It was a rainy morning. I woke up early and checked my phone. There was a message from my best friend, Emma. The message said, "Please come to the airport. I need your help." I felt confused. Why did Emma want me to go to the airport? She didn't explain anything more. I tried calling her, but her phone was turned off. I looked at the clock. It was already 10 a.m. I only had 2 hours. So I quickly put on my jeans, a red jacket, and grabbed my umbrella. I told my mom, "Mom, I need to go to the airport. Emma asked for help." My mom looked worried, but she said, "Be careful, Lily." I took the bus to the airport. It was cold and rainy outside. The bus was crowded with people and I had to stand the whole time. I kept looking out the window. The sky was gray and I could see airplanes flying in the distance. Finally, I arrived at the airport. The airport was big and noisy. People were walking quickly, talking loudly, and carrying bags everywhere. I searched for Terminal 2. It took me almost 10 minutes to find it, but when I arrived there, Emma was not there. I waited. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Still no Emma. I started to feel nervous. While I was waiting, I noticed a girl sitting near the window. She had a suitcase beside her, and she was crying. I slowly walked over and asked, "Are you okay?" She looked up. Her eyes were red. She said softly, "I missed my flight. I don't know what to do." I sat down next to her. "My name is Lily," I said. "Maybe I can help you." She told me her name was Olivia. She had come from another city to visit her father, but she arrived too late and the plane had already left. I gave her a bottle of water from my bag. We talked for a few minutes. She seemed kind and she said, "You're a really kind person. Thank you." Suddenly, my phone started ringing. It was Emma. I answered quickly. "Lily, where are you?" Emma asked. "I'm at Terminal 2, waiting for you," I said. Emma sounded surprised. "Oh no, I meant Terminal 1. I'm here and I'm scared. Please come quickly." I said goodbye to Olivia and ran to Terminal 1. My heart was beating very fast. When I arrived there, I saw Emma sitting on the floor. She was crying. "Emma!" I shouted. She looked up and ran to hug me. "Lily, I didn't know who else to call. I'm really scared," she said. "What happened?" I asked. She looked around and spoke quietly. I think someone is following me. I was surprised. Who? Why? I asked. I don't know, Emma said. On the bus to the airport, I noticed a man watching me. When I got off the bus, he got off too. I ran inside because I felt scared. I looked around. There were many people everywhere. Maybe it's nothing, I said. Maybe you're just feeling nervous. But Emma shook her head. No, I saw him again near the coffee shop. Then Emma pointed at someone. That's him, she whispered. I turned my head to look. A man wearing a black cap and a brown coat was standing near the exit. He was looking down at his phone. My hands suddenly felt cold. Stay here, I told Emma. I'll go talk to him. But before I could walk toward him, the man looked in our direction and quickly walked away. We didn't move. We just watched him disappear into the crowd. Do you believe me now? Emma asked. I nodded slowly. We sat quietly for a few minutes. Then I said, let's talk to the airport police. We walked to the help desk and explained everything. The staff listened carefully and said they would check the security cameras. After that, we felt a little safer. Emma looked at me and smiled. I'm lucky to have you, she said. I laughed and said, next time, tell me the correct terminal. We both laughed, but deep inside, something still didn't feel right. Why was that man watching her? Was it just a misunderstanding, or was something else happening? We decided to leave the airport and go home. Outside, it was still raining. We got into a taxi, and as the taxi started moving, I looked through the window. Then I saw something. The man with the black cap and brown coat was standing near the road. He was watching our taxi. My heart started beating faster. And that was the end of the story. Now it's your turn to practice English. Play this video again and pause after each sentence. Repeat the sentence right after you hear it. Try to copy the pronunciation, the rhythm, and the emotion of the voice. This is the shadowing technique, and it is one of the best ways to improve your English speaking skills. If you enjoyed this story and found it helpful, please support the channel by liking the video and subscribing. More English shadowing stories will be coming soon to help you practice and grow your speaking confidence. Thank you for learning English with me today. See you in the next lesson.